If you're in insurance sales, it's very important that you're insanely intentional to these four things that I'm going to share with you because the frustrations in final expense telesales can be real when you're trying to navigate the one call close and you're not getting any business. I get it. I'm going to bring to light what you're going to need to see so that hopefully you can have a lot more success so that you don't become a statistic. I believe in you, and trust me, so many folks have been where you are, and we're going to help you navigate some of these waters. So, four tips that hopefully will take you tremendously far with final expense telesales, numero uno. If you want to get better at telesales, you better take your time. And I mean, take your time when you're on that phone call. So many folks get punished because they rush things. They get robbed of the opportunity because if you're rushing the client, they don't feel valued. You wouldn't feel valued if somebody was rushing you. Think about it if you were at a dinner and you barely sit down at even Denny's and you barely get your great food and they go, hey, here's your bill. We're ready to get this taken care of. And you're like, I haven't even finished the meal yet and you're already wanting my money. This is what insurance agents do. We barely get on the phone with them and they're like, I want your money. Okay, are we done yet? Buy from me. This is just not good. You've got to take your time so that you're comfortable and more importantly, your client's comfortable with you. Remember, trust takes time. It's not a transaction. It's about you taking the time to build the trust and follow systems so that the client can have a chance of solving their problems with you. This is something that's so important. Take your time. So many folks think they can just grab a script, speak at the client, and somehow expect to actualize success. Biggest lies from the pits in this industry. So be very careful in navigating the conversation. Take the time, and you're going to probably have a better time over the phone when you're more relaxed, they're more relaxed, and hopefully they find value in you because people buy from folks that they like and trust and they know that you're going to solve their problem. That's all it is. But you got to take your time. Don't go fast. Fast is a recipe for failure, and that's not who you are. Now, tip number two is going to help you with one call close, and that's where you took your time. You got to know the consumer. You, more importantly, got into a position where you could build trust, true trust. And now what you're going to focus on is number two, cementing the need. Now, once again, cement takes time to firm up, and you've got to firm up the need for what you're trying to sell. You're not there trying to just sell something. You've got to unpack the problem. What do they need you to do for them? The old so what. It's not just getting to the sale as fast as possible. That's what so many people fail to understand. I think the one call close is just like going for the jugular and let's get this over with. And how many minutes do I really need to be on the phone before I get paid? Take a pause here. Back to tip number one. Take your time, my friends. You want to find more success? Don't rush people. Get into a position where you cement, number two, the true need. What do they need from you? We don't get the sale sometimes because we're going as fast as possible, trying to get it over with. We think we're becoming somehow more efficient by rushing things, and nothing really good is happening. You got to understand this is about what the client needs the most, not about what you need the most, which right now maybe you need a sale. And I'm not saying you don't need a sale, my friends, but you've got to help the client see what their true problem is. What do they need from you? Do they need mortgage protection insurance? Do they need life insurance to maybe make sure their kids are okay? Do they need insurance to cover burial or cremation? Is that what they need your insurance to do for them? What is their need? We need to know this before we move forward. You're not going to navigate this business in a simple way if you can't see what their problem is. You're an insurance agent to unpack their problems. Your product isn't always the right fit. May not like hearing that, but sometimes it's just not. You've got to see things through their lenses. And you know what? You'll probably sell more life insurance when you get on the other side of the table and start taking care of their needs. Then you are needed. And it's so important for agents to understand we've got to take the time to slow down and get to know them. Number two, cement the need for your solution. They've got to first off see the need, and that comes through questions. You've got to be one that can ask the questions. And that's where tip number three comes in. We've got to focus on the we mentality versus the me mentality. The selfish nature of I need to get paid is very bad for you. And I know we get paid great commission to take care of great people. I'm not discounting that. But you've got to be focusing on the we. That's the client's problems being covered with my protection. And now we get paid. That's a great equation here. as opposed to I got to push a product to get paid. I'm focused on me right now. Don't focus on yourself. Focus on how you can save this person heartache and pain. And you know what? You may have a product that makes that happen. And you're going to feel better knowing that you really took care of somebody. You didn't just sell a product. Being a push insurance agent is not fun. You may do it for a little bit, but it's going to leave you on the side of the road like a flat tire. If you want to feel fulfilled, take care of their problems. Take care of what they want you to do for them. And there's no better life than to pay out a death claim for a family when they're going through a bad time. There's no better life than to know that somebody's livelihood is insured because of what you did for them, not what you did for yourself. You got to be selfless if you want to really have a better chance of rising in this industry. Focus on the we mentality versus the me, myself, and I mentality. The I land is going to leave you starving, even though you thought maybe to get fatter. So focus on we, focus on us, focusing on them, their problem, their pain, powerful solutions. Maybe, if not, be kind, be compassionate, and maybe ask for referrals. It's real magic. But number 4 is big. The problem is the key that you need to be focusing on. What is their problem? Not your problem. What is their problem? They have no problem. Clients don't have any problem spending money on their pain. People are drawn away from pain quickly and they're drawn towards pleasure. Yes, but no way the same. If there's pain, they run towards a solution. If there's a pleasure, okay, we'll go towards it pretty good. You've got to be focusing on what is their problem, because if you unpack their problem and paint the picture of what it really is like, they have no problem spending money on a solution if they see you as the asset, not the liability. You're the asset that's going to help fix everything when things go bad. Perfect. Make that problem go away. I'll pay you to do so. You're going to be paid according to the problems that you solve, the size of the problems that you solve. You solve bigger problems, guess what? You get paid bigger commissions because there's a bigger premium involved. It's not about just the premium. You got to understand the problem is what is relational to the premium. You're selling burial insurance, focus on what that really looks like. That's a bigger nut to crack than cremation and having enough money for that. It's less money. So there's less commissions in that. And that's okay. Take care of a lot of great people. They need you, but focus on the problems, my friends. It's a big thing. Painting pictures, helping the client see the solution, helping them see the consequences of decision, but also helping the client see the consequences of indecision. And that, guess what, is their decision to make, not yours. When they come across the table and say, I don't want this, or just not in the cards for me, understand rejection is not personal. It's part of the process. And make sure you've got a good work family that can give you rebuttals and systems and scripts like what our work family gives folks that partner with us nationally. And we do recruit agents and agencies to align here nationally to sell life insurance, Medicare, and annuities face to face, but in the telespace as well. So free resources for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. But I don't want you to be frustrated when rejection comes. It's a real part of the business that takes a lot of agents out. They don't always have the preparation to have a positive and powerful mindset because they weren't equipped to be able to navigate these waters. And that's what we do for our agents and agencies. And if you need resources, reach out. We'd love to help you no matter what work family you align with. And we'll put some videos up here as well that may help you know how to return phone calls, know how to change some word patterns to have hopefully powerful increased levels of success, because we want you to become a success story. I hate that some agents join agencies and it's like, here's a free script, go buy a bunch of leads. I hope you make it. And you're in a house, you're not in a home where people are going to help you. Being helped is important. And I've been so blessed in my career to have been in this industry over 2+ decades, 20+ years. And I had good mentors that gave to me, and we'd love to give to you as well. So hope we can help you. Enjoy these videos up above. And remember, my friends, you've got what it takes, but take your time on sales calls. If you want to have a one-call close, slow down. Focus on the need, the need, the need, the need, and then focus on the we instead of the me, myself, and I mentality. And then the more that you can place focus on their problem, the more that you can focus on what their true solutions are, you now can just be quiet, let the client decide, because they see the indecision. They see the consequence of that. They see the consequence of a decision, which may equate to some dollars to purchase a policy for you and from you. But you know what? You're going to get a lot farther by connecting with what the client wants instead of focusing on what you want. And that, I hope, is what you want to unpack in this video. Anything we do to serve you, reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. And remember, my friends, winning matters, but always remember, you've got what it takes. We'll see you soon.